It's David Vaughn, and I'm going to take you inside the new Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. It's a 2-day, 2-night experience I did with some of my closest peeps. We tried some crazy alien food, did some lightsaber training, and even partied with Gaia. She was awesome. But also, there were some hidden dangers around the corner that you really just gotta see. So come along with me. But first, if you love theme park adventures and want some tips for visiting Disney theme parks, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I give all sorts of tips for having the best day ever.
All right, we are here for the very first actual inaugural cruise of the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. I am incredibly excited for this.
Along with Magic Bands, the Starcruiser also requires you to use the Disney Play app for the full experience. And typically this is something that you have on your phone, can drain the battery. So Disney actually gives you a data pad to use while you're on the Starcruiser, so you don't have to worry about your phone battery. Pretty nice.
Welcome to Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. We are excited to welcome you aboard to begin your fully immersive experience.
All right, so this is how you get inside your room. You just tap your data band, slide it open. Follow me. So check out the room with us. So look how big it is. I mean, honestly, it looked kind of small in the photos, but there is definitely enough space if you wanted to share the room with a few other people. That's how you really save on some of the pricing. Got the main bed right here. This is about a queen size bed, I think. It feels really soft and comfortable. We also have some nice little fold outs here to charge your devices. Looks like, oh, there's a light there too. And then also anybody who wants to sleep in the bunks, check it out. So they did deliver all of our bags for us, which was really nice. When you check in, they will just bring in your bags for you. But also, got these ottomans. You can slide out, hang out, and chat in here. These swivel around real nice. Oh, look, there's also like a table. So you can sit at it, play some cards, sabacc. You could eat, anything really. All right, so then this is the port window that looks out into space. I'm gonna open it right now. How do you open it? Oh, there we go. Here we go. All right, I finally got it. So now you can check out where the planets go by. Now this is what's really cool. When you are here, whatever you see on the planet here, you'll also see happening around the whole ship. So this is gonna sync with everybody else in the entire ship, which is really cool, I think. You can also see where you are in the galaxy. It looks like this is just showing us a map of where we're gonna be traveling to next. So our first stop will be Batuu, which is in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I know there were a lot of reviews online that said that things felt really cheap, but I don't feel that way. There's also this bed that pulls down here in case you need a fifth person. It feels really nice. Like I've stayed some places that I felt like the details weren't quite there. But if you look, I mean, they did everything to kind of put the logos on it, the boards, the pieces, everything. There's air ducts. It feels like we're in some type of spaceport cabin. I mean, honestly, the theme is on. So if you're worried about that, I personally don't feel that way. All right, so there's a little hallway that goes in here. Now, I love that they segmented the bathroom. So someone could hang out here, check out the mirror if they needed to. And they could also come around to this side. There is a separate lock-off for the toilet, which is always really nice. So you can check out the toilet here. Got some logos on the bath, and then you also have some hooks for the shower and another mirror, which is really nice. And then over here is the bath. Why don't you go in there and check that out? Show the picture. And then back over here, we got the sink. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit like compartmentalized, but honestly, it's really nice and flowy, and the design is really on. All right, so this is the droid that helps you out. Her name is D3. You just tap your band, and she comes up and starts talking to you.
So tell me, what brings you to our treasured ship?
Adventure!
Yay!
Excitement!
Fun!
Adventurous passengers are my favorite. And you'll get plenty of adventure as we travel through wild space.
So there is an outdoor area, in case you've been wondering. This is called the Climate Simulator, and it is, you know, outdoor. It simulates you being outdoor. Definitely not outdoor. It is nice to know that there is a spot outside, and it has all kinds of cool sound effects coming from up there, so you keep the atmosphere intact. The details here are really nice. I mean, look at this. But this is really nice. I love being able just to like hang out here and get some fresh air in the climate simulator. It's smart. Some fans in case the climate simulator gets too hot. I thought that was gonna be a beautiful moment, Alex. And also find secrets with your data pad. What is All right, so this is one of the pads that you can kind of go to and mess around, and you might see, thank you so much, you might see something pop up that says you didn't get access. So you can go on your data pad, and then you might get a message from, looks like Gaia's manager is on this, and his name's Rafe Cole, and he is giving me instructions on like, hey, if you want to hack this ship, this is what you do. So I am in here like getting hacking advice from him. So I have to just like do these little puzzles, it looks like, and then I should be able to. This is very similar to what I did with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. All right, so now it says access granted. So now I know the code because I was able to solve the puzzle. And you got in, and it says my name, which makes me worried. I don't know what to do. Christopher helps me with these things. Where is he? Okay, Christopher? So then it was time for everybody on the Starcruiser to meet in the atrium, which is the central room for a muster drill.
Welcome aboard. My name is Lake Amok, and I'm the cruise director of the Halcyon. Let's get this party started!
So then the cruise director welcomes Captain Roy Lakeven, who's a Pantoran.
Well, welcome, my friends. It is an honor and a privilege to have you here on board the Halcyon. We have a very exciting journey ahead for you.
But that's when danger arrives, when we see the First Order enter the ship.
A star cruiser filled with food, unruly children, and aiding the enemy. What? Was that the reason?
And Gaia was supposed to show up, but then it turns out she's a bit late.
To safe travels, true adventure, and an unforgettable voyage here aboard the Star Cruiser Halcyon.
And that is the cheers we give no matter what on the Starcruiser. I have no idea what he's saying, but I'm gonna take him home with me. And I loved how the characters roamed around, and even the captain, you would meet her quite often. So let's go in the store next. So this is the Chandrilla Collection store, and inside you'll get all sorts of things that are really exclusive just to the store, including this lightsaber hilt. This is from the training that we're gonna do later. You can see what all kinds of costumes you can buy. So really you could go in the Starcruiser and needing to buy something to wear on board. It's totally possible. There's also lots of gifts that you can get for yourself or for other people. I thought it was really neat to see some of the mugs. Everything looked really unique and like something that you would have on this ship, to be honest. And some of the details were just really great to look at and walk around and touch and feel. I will warn you that the store gets really busy earlier in the day. I didn't notice anything sell out, and nobody said that something sold out. So if something, this was kind of what it was like earlier, and the line took about 45 minutes. There is also a fitting room if you wanted to try something on to make sure it was a great fit. but doing this at the start of the cruise is a good idea. There's also some snacks. There's lots of snacks and food you can have throughout the day. These are just grab and go items. Stuff that fits in with the theme, but you can also just get fruit.
All right, and then we also have some water stations here. It's just in the atrium. Grab your own cup. You can choose between chilled sparkling, chilled flat water, and ambient flat water.
All right, time to get something real to drink in the Sublight Lounge. This is the sort of cantina feel within the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. We loved hanging out in here. There were all sorts of fun beverages that you could try. And if you don't drink, there are non-alcoholic ones too. Then, of course, our fun was ruined when the First Order showed up to see if we would help him. Nope. Luckily, Gaia finally did show up, and she was met with huge applause. She is an intergalactic superstar, so there is no surprise that we were excited for her performance that evening during dinner. Because we chose a later dinner time, we got to do some activities before we ate, including lightsaber training. This was near the dining hall, and it was a really fun activity, taking turns with people using a training lightsaber. Those boxes would basically shoot out a laser, and you were supposed to block with your blade before it came out. Now, other people in back of you would have shields that would block the laser in case you missed, but it was really fun because you kind of got a sense that you were going to use the Force to predict where the laser would go. But after that activity, we decided to head to the engineer room to do some hacking.
So I'm not entirely sure what's happening, but the last thing I did was enter on the datapad, and now we are in the engine room. All right, we just talked to Sammy, and I think we're doing some big things. I'm not entirely sure.
We're helping him out.
We're definitely helping someone out.
Sent it.
Some people, no matter where you look, you always find them in the same place. Alex says that the data pad sent him over here. There's literally no mission that sends you to the bar.
Check the orange, there might be a note.
So the bridge training was one of my favorite parts. This is where you could basically go and learn how to fire the weapon systems in case anything bad were to happen to the Halcyon. This was just a training exercise for this part, but it was really nice because we all got to take turns at different stations to learn how to both defend the ship and also actively fire from the ship or even collect things that are outside of the ship. We also saw it go into hyperspace where we entered an asteroid field. This was really cool, very Star Wars feeling. And then when we actually did get to fire the weapon systems, this was incredible and just so much fun. I think that Disney really nailed it with this part. It really felt like a Star Wars experience. And then danger happened to come in, and we see some TIE fighters here. This part was getting pretty intense, and you could see some story elements developing.
All right, so if you don't like something that's on the menu, you can actually order your own. They have a full bar. I got a Moscow Mule, so this is made with Tito's. I guess that's some Earth, they said. I don't know where that is. But also, tonight's course is a Bantha, but this one's from Tatooine, and then later we're going to have one from Ryloth. So it's eclectic food from all over the galaxy, which I'm really excited to try. The blue one's supposed to be Bantha meat. Bantha is surprisingly sweet.
So this is my favorite meal of the cruise. It had sweet and sour tip-yop chicken, teriyaki bantha beef, and curry potato flora vegetables. It was all really good. But then this guy showed up. And that's right before we got to see Gaia, who was incredible. Then suddenly, the story developed as we saw Chewbacca, who had been snuck onto the ship.
I must say,
It appears that the rebels are here on the Starcruiser, and during dessert we actually got a secret note that we were able to transcribe on our data pad that said everything was what we thought for the Rebel Alliance. And that's when they started capturing the droid, SK. This was not good.
I will cooperate. Just let SK go. Afraid of what we'll find, Miss Small? No, I'm afraid of what you'll do to SK. They're not just a member of the crew. They're my friend.
So basically that event signaled the end of the first evening and the first day, and now I'm laying in bed looking at my data pad, thinking of the different paths that I can choose for basically my own adventure while on board the ship. Now, all of the different team members and crew that you've met throughout the day, well, the characters if you will, all show up here, and you can select different missions that they ask you to do. So depending on who you've spoken with, you might see different menu options on your data pad. And this is the really cool thing about this experience, is there is no one way to go. There are so many different ways.
Right, this is the review we have this morning. As you can see over here from our porthole, we are circling over Batuu. So we should go closer to the planet, but there'll be transports that will take us down there. I'm really excited.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Intervention by a passenger who shall remain nameless. We have arrived safely at Batuu.
All right, we're headed in for breakfast. It's all you care to enjoy. You can just pick up things from around here.
So Disney Parks fans will notice that this is a blue and green milk fountain machine, and you could have as much as you wanted. In the parks, this is about $8 a glass. So yeah, I got as much as I wanted.
All right, what are your impressions of the food so far for breakfast?
All right, I really like, I don't know what this is, but it has potatoes on it, it had mushrooms and gravy. It's delicious.
Hash was really the winner with the egg, and the bacon's got maple bacon with this like hash brown.
And then they had like this spiral that was basically, it looked like some really fluorescent green, I don't know what it was, pastry, but it turned out to be avocado toast. The only thing that we didn't love was whipped egg. I don't know, it just tastes like egg whites, you know, if you're really into egg whites, you probably like it, but I feel like it could have used some salt. I probably should have salted it.
Little,
it had
some sort of flavoring.
Yeah, it had some toppings to it, but it was like...
And it's a really smooth ride in the elevator. Doesn't feel rickety or anything like that. Nothing old, very sleek in here.
I do just want to say that, like, when you're walking through everything, it has a very unique feel. There is not, it is Star Wars. I mean, I feel like I could be sneaking around these corridors, spying. It also makes me feel like I live here, and I might be in some type of like futuristic small cabin type space. So everything is really well done. And
We are about to board the shuttle to Batuu. I hope it's not too much of a bumpy ride. Are you excited?
I'm super excited. Get a free drink meal.
Oh yeah, we were just informed we get free drinks, including alcohol, so
Yeah.
definitely gonna use that. I don't think we're gonna hit Oga's Cantina today. That's typically like our favorite spot to go to, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Please remain seated on your voyage. My friend J6F8 is going to get you there safely and enjoy your time on Batuu.
This is AJ10 on the Halcyon Starcruiser. You are clear to undock. Copy control. Hi, sons, passengers. Welcome aboard the Batuu transport. I am J6F8, and I'll be your pilot for this short journey. I always say when you're with J6, you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Now, if this is your first time visiting Black Spire Outpost, welcome, you're in for a treat. Black Spire is the largest settlement on our beautiful planet of Batuu. During your visit, be sure to look out for the Black Spire, located in front of the famous, or should I say infamous, Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities. Why don't we tune into the local transmission BSO 401.72 for some tunes from around the galaxy.
Welcome to Batuu. Right sounds, right sounds.
Right, sons?
I don't even know where we are.
We gotta go walk this back way through to Black Spire Outpost. Never done this before, so this is exciting. If you've been to Batuu, this might feel really special because this is a unique way into the park. It's not at Disneyland or Disney's Hollywood Studios. Here we go. So another cool feature is there's just waters hanging out for anybody to enjoy if you are coming out into Batuu. It's got some Arabic on it too, so you know exactly that this is Dasani if you speak the language like I do. So we got to go over to the Millennium Falcon where we tell them that Hondo, that we have some coordinates. Okay, so we need to tell Hondo that we have some coordinates. They gave us these special pins. It's right at nipple level for me for some reason, but it says the Halcyon so that they know we're from the ship. So probably we don't get busted for looking like weirdos in this place. Batuu's hot today. All right, we are headed to Docking Bay 5 to see Hondo Anaka.
Hello, my friends. I am Hondo Onaka, and this is Onaka Transport Solutions. Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments.
So at this point, our mission is to use the Millennium Falcon and smuggle some coaxium because it's a source of power, and we're gonna smuggle it back onto the Starcruiser.
I left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right. Pull back on the stick to fly. Yes, you got one. Excellent, my friend.
Now that we've collected the coaxium, we use the data pad to communicate with some other unsavory characters around Batuu, and for a small price or a favor, they will send the coaxium up to the Starcruiser unnoticed. In addition, we can also do other tasks around Batuu, which is a lot of fun just to kind of get some of the things out of the way. And at first, I'll be honest, I thought these were a little bit tedious, but I'm gonna tell you, you wanna do these because they do pay off. One of them even took us into Oga's Cantina, where we got to skip most of the line because we were staying at the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, and I'm told that they hold a certain number of tables just for passengers of the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. That way they don't have to wait in line, and the line was long. Now we're gonna use our lightning lane to get on Rise of the Resistance.
Okay, so the lightning lane's really backed up since the ride was closed, but we talked to the cruise director, and it looks like we're gonna be able to go into the ruins earlier, if you know what I mean. So basically, we are skipping even the lightning lane wait. And it seems that the lightning lane is like 45 minutes to an hour long.
So here we go. All right, so we're just going through here, which is a different entrance than the regular lightning lane. This is so much faster.
As you heard from Ray, I have been tasked with getting you to Vakara. They'll want the location of our secret base. Tell them nothing. Belt securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport.
We're given some cooling towels and some extra waters for our journey back, and then we just deposited them right here. And now we're all refreshed. There's Christopher with his cooling towel.
Oh my god, it's so amazing and so cool now. I love being out in a warm environment. But yeah, it would be nice to go back and enjoy the added entertainment of Gaia tonight.
Ooh, Gaia! I forgot she's playing again. Gaia, we love you.
There
we go. Let's see what we can find. Oh, looks like we got something to scan. Okay, so not gonna lie, we left the room a mess, and they made it gorgeous. They even tidied up our luggage. Look at this. So much nicer. I mean, honestly, this is what I expect, and it's delivered. It's so nice. It makes me feel like we're refreshed. There's also some nice like water area. You can fill up your own cups. Okay, so on this, if you don't want them to clean or come in, you push that. And if you do, you push that button, and blue means you want them to come inside and clean your room. So depending on the characters that you talk to and the missions that you complete inside your datapad, you may get invited to certain tasks that you can do on board. And these will be specific invitations from characters that you will see on your datapad. They'll show up here on our itinerary, and you may get Sammy or the captain, or even some members of the dark side, or even Gaia. She has her own missions as well. And I was a little shocked because my party did not go with me on this mission. I went all by myself, but it turned out to be a lot of fun and completely fine. But it is interesting that if you all make different decisions on the datapad, you may not end up doing the same tasks together. So before we leave Batuu, we actually sneak Rey on board, and then she gets in a little bit of trouble, almost getting caught by stormtroopers.
We're done here.
I think we're done here. Cleared up.
But then Rey takes us into the lightsaber training area, where we discover that one of the cargo boxes actually holds a Jedi holocron.
Yes, we have. The Sons need to see this. SK, please record.
Open this, you have. Strong with the Force you are. Trust you. I must. Master Yoda, I am.
After that unforgettable experience, we got to see Gaia perform an acoustic show in the atrium. But this was actually a diversion because her manager was on the upper level, taking the coaxium that we stole with the Millennium Falcon and smuggling it off the ship. The First Order didn't seem to notice, but they were not happy. Luckily, dinner was right after, and we were treated to this amazing feast from all around the galaxy. We got to taste things that were from different planets, like Mustafar and Felucia. It was really phenomenal, including this crazy blue shrimp. But then it became apparent that not all was well.
Attention! Again, this is a shipwide alert.
This is what they do when it's time to go to the atrium and go to your master station. The First Order is taking over.
Lieutenant, this is a civilian Starcruiser.
Captain, I'm busy working and preparing for the arrival of a very important guest. I suggest you do the same.
I don't share your assessment, Lieutenant. Captain, where is she?
I don't know what you mean.
You talk, what they scream.
I'm never alone.
The Jedi, the Resistance, they're gone red.
So let them go.
I won't. Ignite the spark!
Let them die, right? Should be.
What you are is not who I was meant to be.
But don't forget, this belongs to me. Enough! You will come to me. You can't change what's happening, Ray. The past is dead. We can be the future. You and I can rule the galaxy together.
No! We stand united! Together!
You think that you can restore balance to the galaxy? You alone don't have that power. I gave you a chance to be more. And now all that you've lost, all that you've become, is for nothing.
Nothing. What we have lost, what we fight for is not for nothing. It's for everything!
Discoveries of new abilities, secrets of the Force, unimaginable power these secrets carry. Keep these safe. You must. Much at stake.
No, that was destroyed in Skywalker's temple. It should not have survived.
It survives because in that message is hope. And hope you cannot destroy!
Those secrets, those powers should be mine. I want that holocron.
No one knows!
It's here. You can't keep this from me. It's mine.
No! No! It's not! I know it has belonged, and I'm taking it to Leia.
She is too weak. I'll have that holocron right. Don't make me go through you to take it.
Follow me and try!
I want collateral damage. Do your job, Lieutenant.
Sir! Some are loyal to the Order.
For the Order?
Destroy them all.
We're ready to get your passengers to safety. Let's get the Halcyon's power restored.
And that wraps up my phenomenal experience on the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser at the Walt Disney World Resort. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I love showing you around. If you have not already, please smash that subscribe button. I would love if you did. Show you all sorts of Disney-inspired theme park adventures in the future, the best places to eat, things to drink, and things to do, things you may have missed before. Again, my name's David Vaughn. Thanks again for joining me today, and may the Force be with you.